Let's go.
Chop it up with chop, chop it up with chop, chop it up with chop, chop it up. Chop it up with chop, chop it up with chop, chop it up with chop, chop it up. Real issue, real problem, real shit that we dealing with. Fuck your whole life up, dealing with a city bitch like me, like that's the shit that we dealing with. Get up on the oil and we get into the thick of it. Niggas be tripping when their names ain't mentioned. The product ain't moving, so the niggas start glitching. Friends on the folds in a goddamn minute. Snakes start rattling, then you hear the hissing. These niggas stay telling, but these niggas ain't kissing. Point a head out and they ass get missing. When you see the real chief, better get into submission. Ain't shit made up and a nigga ain't blemished. Chop it up with chop, chop it up with chop, chop it up with chop, chop it up. Chop it up with chop, chop it up with chop, chop it up with chop, chop it up.
Chop it up with chop. Chop it up with chop. Chop it up. Chop it up with chop. Chop it up with chop. Chop it up. Chop it up with chop. Chop it up. Chop it up with chop. Chop it up with chop. Chop it up with chop. Chop it up.
Yo, what it is. We back at it. I got my dog back. She been out traveling. You know, she be on the road. She be doing the thing. I'm glad to have her back. Man, we got a good show tonight lined up, man. I wanted to be fun and light. I miss y'all. I hope y'all miss me too. It's been busy. Life be life, and y'all know how that go. So with that being said, we gonna jump right into it. Miss Nix, it's good to have you back. How you been?
I've been good. I went home for a wedding. Went home to St. Croix.
Where's home? Oh, okay.
St. Croix.
Okay.
U.S. Virgin Islands. You don't need a passport, so go ahead.
Right. I'm getting ready to
Same
set up
U.S.
a group
money.
trip
Just
real
drive on
soon.
opposite side of the road. But
Okay.
it was definitely good being home. I haven't been home in 21 years.
Damn.
So yeah. I've
That's
gone to
what's
St.
up.
Thomas. I just haven't been to St. Croix. St. Croix is where I did elementary and junior high. So it was lovely seeing my family and just being back home, enjoying the food, the beach.
Okay.
So
You got a headline something now. First, I want to say, after that, hey, listen, you got a headline a trip for us to get out there. But if you just getting on, if you just, logging in, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Chopping It Up with Chop. Make sure you actually jump on here on Facebook, like, love, share, do all that good stuff, man. Show support if you appreciate what we're doing. And I definitely appreciate y'all, chiming in with us. So I'm gonna get around the table. What you I already know you said you just been traveling. You ain't.
I've been traveling. I ain't been doing much. The ending of the month, next month, I should be going to Wisconsin for the military. But outside of that, just finishing up my master's. That's it.
That's what's up. And we appreciate your service.
No problem.
Man, we always got to shout out to our troops because at the end of the day, I ain't gonna get out there and do it. So I appreciate what y'all do.
I'm a keyboard warrior.
Yeah. I
That's me
appreciate
in the
what
AC,
you,
relaxing.
all of that counts.
It do.
B, what's up, B? How you doing? I'm glad to see my dog here tonight, man. Hey, top orders to you because you always have my back. You always come. You always there. The text, talk, and have a conversation about whatever. I appreciate it. What you say?
She's talking why the camera's so close.
It don't see you that close though.
It's
It
getting
look
a good
though.
angle.
It's
Okay.
giving a good angle. Do you see it?
in the back.
It's dangling. You see it right? Yep. Listen.
It's your good side.
Okay. All of it.
All of the good
The
side.
entire side.
Right. That thing look like a geostorm. They don't know about geostorm.
No,
that
because you ain't
hatchback.
talking to the mic, man.
They don't know about that geostorm. Go ahead. Let them know what you got going on, B.
the same every week.
What?
I'm kidding.
Oh no, it's not.
Not the same every week.
Come on, tell me something. What you got? It's something got to be new you doing, cause you be doing a lot. You be doing a lot. You know you be doing
Well,
a
I
lot.
just want to tell them about the stuff that's gonna bring in some money. So
Right,
I
right.
do real estate. Anybody that need rental property, commercial, want to buy, want to sell, you can contact me at _Bernice_. That's BERNEICE.
And keep that thing open, cause I know my girl got some stuff coming. She got some stuff coming, business minded. I really appreciate that about women. You know, I'm not saying it's like a different thing, but I just appreciate when women are go getters and they're out there grinding and they're in all different type of fields doing whatever it is to get that paper. I mean, and in a sense of like you ain't got to be derogatory or anything like that, but I mean business minded. I really love that. I appreciate it. All right, let's go. What's up? Next, let's go.
Same thing as last week, you know. Not much, just chilling. Nah, I'm just chilling.
Man,
I got
for the people who weren't here last week.
some merch coming.
Okay, that's what's up.
You know, you can find me on IG, Mr. Conceit. Merch is Conceit.
Okay.
CONCIT. That's about it.
All right, that's what's up. Gio, what's up, man?
I did not know we were doing intros like this.
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you for your future service. I'm too much of a little girl to serve. I'm allergic to bullets, and I don't want that vaccine. So
I
I hope everybody's doing well. I'm not doing much, just trying to work, grind, and make it to the next week.
That's what's
Well,
up.
Amen.
That's what's up. So, all right, let's jump right into it then. We got a crazy subject tonight, and it's funny that I say it's a crazy subject because the subject is what's the craziest? What's the craziest? So, and when I ask this question, I want to know like, what's the craziest things that you've done in your lifetime? I don't need y'all being up here, up here being political and get on your fun side tonight. And those that's watching, that's coming into, the actual podcast, let's talk about it. Let's get to our first questions of what we have. I think one of them was, what's the craziest job you ever worked? And we could talk about in a lifetime, because most of us, we mid-30s to close to that other number. I don't want to say it because we real close. So I'm gonna start with you. I'm gonna start with you next. What's the craziest job you ever done?
I really haven't had any crazy jobs. Yeah, I haven't had any crazy jobs.
You haven't done. Even in your teenage, early 20s.
Shoot, working with kids, that's it.
Man, so what?
Working with kids.
What, giving you a run for your money? That was the crazy part?
I used to do aftercare when I was in college, and to me that would be the wildest, because those kids broke my skin out. I had a big rash, all them germs. That, to me, that was the craziest. I ain't got no kids, so for me, that was the craziest.
You gotta have a lot of patience to deal with kids. Trust me, because I've done it. I used to be doing summer camp back when I was 16, running all of that, and I know you gotta have a lot of patience. B, what's the craziest job you done had? Spin it around for her.
Be about to tell us about this OnlyFans?
Right. Oh no, my dog ain't got. What? Oh,
Not the OnlyFans.
I know it's six figures.
I thought about it though. But
Look, we all have.
So what you
I
did?
never had. Look, I don't like to work. So for me to sit up here and say that I had a crazy job, no.
But it could have been something just wild that you was doing. Like
All of them was crazy.
right? Because you don't like to work.
I should never been there, but
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I go where the money at. Like every job I had, I was at the post office when I was 19.
Oh, so you had good
Yeah, I
jobs
had
out the
good
gate.
jobs from when I started working. The only job
Because
I
when
had-
you came to corrections when I was at South Florida,
yeah, I came there. I was like 23.
your ass always had good jobs.
Yeah.
Man, that's
I
what's
ain't care
up.
about no money.
So what about OnlyFans, since you say you go where the money at?
I'm still considering.
she,
I'm waiting till my kids graduate.
she ain't gonna do nothing but be in workout clothes all day, slinging ham. Let's go.
Not
What's
the
up? What's your
workout
craziest
clothes.
job?
I don't know, man. I really ain't. I hate to be boring, man. I ain't really had no crazy jobs, to be honest with you.
You look like you was blessed with blessings. I don't know, born with blessings. You just like here, nigga, go.
Yeah, I ain't really had no crazy jobs, honestly. Like I always like where I've been at.
Okay.
I don't really go, like just anywhere and go work.
Okay. I can accept that.
Yeah.
Gio, what you done did, Gio? I'm scared. What's your craziest job, Gio? No, I'm scared. What you did? I want to know what was your.
I have a crazy story. I had a job where I worked under the table. Does that count?
You did what with
I
tables?
worked under the table.
What you was doing under the table?
Table.
Right.
You doing something strange for a piece of change?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah, you gotta do something strange for a
No,
piece of
it's
change.
just that I knew a captain, but I didn't want to go through the proper channels to get the license and whatnot. So he paid me under the table.
But a captain doing what? Oh, on a boat.
On a boat.
On a boat. Okay, so you done seen a lot of stuff
You
on
was
that
out here
boat.
riding dirty.
Yeah, getting paid under the table.
On
You.
water.
Yeah, you getting paid on the table, dog.
We never left. I mean, I was a butcher before. Like,
Nah, that's crazy.
is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
don't think that's that bad.
I can't.
What you was like cutting meat?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Right.
I
That's it.
mean, it's no different than cooking. Don't you cut your meat sometimes we cook it? Difference is it's not cooked.
Listen, it's chopping it up with chop. We ain't
And I
chopping no
literally
meat.
chopped it up.
Yeah, nah, you
Listen,
chopping
we
meat,
ain't chopping
dog.
no meat.
You
Hey,
chopping meat? What you mean?
hey, I think I don't know. I think mine's is a little. I think mine. I'll let you go. Shad, what's your craziest job?
Dang, I done had a few jobs, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I done had way too many.
But you techie though. I mean, so
Let me see. I done worked where I had to do like install cables in the school, and play around with the I call it the itchy pink stuff.
right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah. I had to come home, take a few milk baths. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I done worked in studios. I will say, honestly, I feel like working in the studio is kind of like a crazy job just because of the stuff that goes on in the studio.
Right. So when these niggas be in there, cause you dealing with all different types, and I know
All kind of attitudes, all kind of the people be drugged out.
That's what they be
I literally,
cheating at.
I'm not gonna lie. I would say probably my craziest studio session would probably have to be, it was like jits. So for me, I'm old. So
if you old, that mean I'm ancient. Nigga. Right.
But honestly, I said the reason I said it just was because at the time they were probably not even older than 19.
Okay.
So they was like in not Pop Warner, but I forgot what's the other, a little bit higher where you like 15 and still playing like,
Yeah,
football
yeah,
and all
yeah.
of that. But that's what they were doing. The owner used to coach them, so that's literally how they ended up at the studio.
Oh, they was in
And
the
so when they got there, they was chilling. But then I heard one of them start talking about all the different drugs they was on.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I looked, because there was a camera, a screen, and then it had the camera so you could see different angles in the room.
Yeah.
I look up on the screen at the camera, and I literally see a green beam pointed like in the direction of my head. So I turn around and see these dudes all drugged up, literally playing with their gun. Yeah, so I literally called the owner and was like, yeah, bro, look, either they got to go or I'm going to go. Which one we doing? Like, because I ain't with that.
Man,
Like,
and with these young cats, you gotta be careful. I know you gotta be careful. I don't know, man. I think I always been working since I was a kid. I just always been a worker. So even to this day, I still work. But I think like the worst job I did, or the craziest, was I was like, I just gotta make some money, and then Waste Management was hiring, and I was like, okay, well, this gotta be dope. I'm getting on with Waste Management. Man, they had me out there building all of these new garbage cans that everybody use now. So all these new garbage cans with a truck come and pick it up at,
Yeah.
I was out there putting them together like 1, 2, 3 puzzle pieces. And in the sun, they didn't have a tent for us. They ain't have nothing. Second to that, Winn-Dixie Warehouse. Winn-Dixie Warehouse is not for the weak.
Well, I will say then to second, if we're gonna start talking about working in warehouses and all that, I done had plenty of those jobs. I don't count those as crazy. I done worked in the
Yeah.
t-shirt. I done worked in the t-shirt
Now
warehouse.
you ain't never working 20 below. You ain't what?
At Aldi in
I-
the freezer when you
In
got
the freezer.
break them pallets
Yo,
down in
listen,
that
look.
freezer.
I worked in Publix, so I literally done did almost every job in
Yeah.
Publix. I
Okay.
would, and then mind you, after Publix, I left later on, and then went to CVS, and honestly, at CVS, I ended up becoming, I call it the Negro slave, because I was the only dude there, and all the other workers were women. So then, anytime a truck came
I feel
in,
you on that.
I'm literally having to be the cashier, then run back and do the truck, and then I got 2 trucks back there, and I'm all by myself because there's no other dude there to help me.
You don't need a dude to do no truck.
Yeah.
'Cause
Nah,
I can
No,
tear
no,
the
no, no,
pallets
no, no.
up.
That's a pain.
No.
No,
So
I'm
listen.
telling you.
but
No,
I'm
Mitch,
gonna-
you know every female ain't
Look,
ain't
they
like
want the
you
job,
though.
right? They said that they can lift 40 pounds. They better get to it.
All right, so here's the
They better
problem.
get to it.
Here's the problem. The store I worked in, most of them were all white, so they was from
No,
they
I
was
don't
palm
know.
colored.
I don't know.
They was palm colored, so therefore.
What you say, B? What
I
you say?
said he should have been making their ass work.
Exactly.
Right. Hey.
I know I would
I
have.
tried. It wasn't like it wasn't like I'll be up. Listen, when they the manager, they the I'm just a regular old
No, you're not a regular
cashier.
manager.
No, I'm just saying I'm a.
With the same regular benefits they have and the
Yeah.
same regular rights they have. You got
Yo, okay. Hey, y'all jump on in here, man. Hey, Big Josh. What's up, Jim? Hey, y'all jump on in here. Y'all can grab that chair, get in between, man. This is an open door policy, man. I love when people come join me because, that mean they got some love for me. I appreciate it. Hey, our subject tonight, man. I know I ain't get a chance to talk with y'all about it, but we just jumping into it. It's the craziest. What's the craziest? And we talking about all the crazy subjects. So, what's the first subject we touched on? What's the craziest job you ever had? What's the craziest job? Now, we done went around the room already. We ain't gonna repeat our shit. Now, Jim, you can hop in there and then push that thing back to Josh. I got the fellas out tonight, man. Usually I'm crowded with the females, man. I got the fellas out tonight.
I'm gonna need you to get closer to the mic, sir. You over there, from like yes, that's the
Yeah,
mic.
that
You
one,
went
that
over
one.
there, from.
Crazy job I had was EMT, and like seeing somebody legit kneecap over here, and they're like, it was just very graphic. And yeah,
How long you stayed there?
that was my last week. I was
That was my first and last week.
I ain't gonna hold this down for much longer.
Man, we seen a lot of that behind them prison walls, man. They used to be crazy in there. It used to be crazy. You come into a dorm where they call you 1033. That's an emergency. You remember that code B? They call you and they tell you.
I don't remember nothing from corrections.
My dog said I ain't worked there. Hey, we'll get in there, man, blood everywhere. And I'm talking about, how y'all Jamaicans say blood clots. What's the blood? Listen, blood clots everywhere. And you looking like, what the blood clot? What's really going on? Somebody done tried to commit suicide, done chopped up their whole vein in their wrist. And we got to go in there and extract them, take them out, try to save them, help them, all that. It used to be crazy. Big Josh, it's on you, man. What's up, bro?
Shit. Back in the day, man, working security at this this gated community called Vizcaya over there in Miramar. Yeah, boy, that thing was lit, boy. If you ever shout out to anybody who stayed in Vizcaya, man.
What happened though? What made it crazy for you? What made it crazy for you?
Man, look here, man. Well, look, you think for it to be in Miramar, that shit wouldn't be jumping like that, man.
Yeah.
That shit would be jumping, bro. Like,
Parties.
but it's crazy. Yeah, like you had a rich part to it, and it's all within the same gated community. But you had like this rich part to it. You had like where it's like these $1 million houses or whatnot. You had like a regular part to it. You know what I'm saying? Well,
Yeah.
like $500,000 or whatever, and then you had like apartments and stuff like that, all inside the same gated community. But man, I'm telling you, like, it's all type of scams, frauds, you know what I'm saying? Niggas selling big dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm talking about
They had it gated.
Bruh, listen, I'm talking about U.S. Marshals was coming through the gate and all, bruh. Like,
That's crazy.
Bruh, listen, I'm talking about jumping, bruh. And you'll think, like, I'm back here. It was in the cut, though. I'm
Yeah.
in Miramar. I'm like, damn, ain't nothing really finna be popping off like that, man. Shit, me, boy. I'm talking about nigga got shot at, damn, man, yo. Shout out to Vizcaya, man. Where you see.
Hey, boy, it seemed like you had a recollection. All right. Let me jump on y'all. What's up, Nick?
I'm gonna say, the one thing I can say is joining the military at 35. I was the oldest out of the 50 that was in my squadron. Like, just that process alone.
Yeah.
Just that process.
It was
alone.
scary for you, like, I mean.
It wasn't scary. I was just trying every day not to beat somebody's ass. That was it.
Oh, cause you feeling like you was the mom. You was the mom, right? You was the mom of the. You was
all
the
you gotta
mom.
do is listen, bro. They ain't gonna ask you to do nothing that you cannot do. Just listen and follow directions. These motherfuckers can't listen and follow directions at all. So it was a struggle, cause when
Young
one
people.
do something bad, we all pay. So yeah.
I remember that, man. Coming up in the academy, it was like that. Yeah, it was like that because they did it like it was not the full military training, but it was like they used to call it pre-military training, and we was in a class about 30 to 35 people, and if somebody messed up, it was on all y'all. They had this thing called the pad, and every day at Miami-Dade, our ass had to be on the pad. If a girl had eyelashes on,
Pushing that ground.
this one story I remember, we had this training instructor called Mr. Santil. He was a white Haitian, and this cat was just he was charismatic, he was cool, but he was crazy. So we on the pad one day, and he
I just want to say I hated that nigga.
Oh, hey, Santil was crazy, but I'm talking about he a little muscle bound white Haitian, and guess what? He says, one day he comes to the pad, we all at attention. You know you got to be standing at attention. So he comes to the pad and he says, he sees this chick, I think her name was Hall. He said, Trainee Hall, what is it that you have in your mouth? And she wouldn't say nothing, but he can see her like sucking or chewing on something. You ain't supposed to have nothing. When you in attention, you ain't supposed to have nothing in your mouth, nothing on you. Your shoes supposed to be shiny, all that. She said, it's an Altoid, sir. That nigga looked at her and said, I don't know who he or she is, but they do not belong in your mouth while you're on my pad. Drop, everybody, 100 push-ups, diamond. So yeah, that thing used to be crazy, so I can relate. Let's jump into the next one. What's the craziest relationship you ever been in? I'm gonna spin the block. I'm gonna go with Gio first, and then come around.
With all due respect.
With all due respect, I'm gonna go to Gio first. Gio, what's the craziest relationship you've been
You
in?
already know the answer to that one.
Right. Those ladies of the evening.
Look, I didn't know she was a night walker at first. I really didn't. It wasn't until dating her for like a while that I found out.
Okay, and how long did that relationship last?
2 years?
2 years. So you found out, and you
When?
still was walking with her. That's
Yeah.
what I'm trying to find out. Okay. Hey, I can
loyalty
respect.
issues. I've been seeing my same barber since I was 13.
Man, listen. We gotta take you out the country, man. You coming on the next trip with me.
I told you he needs a friend that's not palm color but the other side.
I have a black friend.
Wait, a black friend?
Yeah.
Nigga,
Yeah,
do
see,
you know
hey,
that you're
I
black?
have I only have like 5 friends, period.
And then you got one
I
black.
wanna
Yeah,
know.
one of them. It's pretty diverse. I got a black,
An Asian.
an Asian,
What I
a
said?
Jew,
A Hispanic?
and Hispanic.
Yeah.
It's not on purpose. It just we have similar
Nah,
interests.
you just want all the flavors. You tricky. I'm gonna keep my eye on you.
We gotta
What's-
watch him.
What's your favorite relationship? I mean, what's your craziest relationship? I'm sorry.
My craziest relationship.
Turn it your way so you can be right in the mic.
You gotta be in the mic.
Yeah,
now.
turn it right in.
I'll probably say with a police officer.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't gonna elaborate too much.
Right, right, because you don't want to give it away.
Yeah, that was my craziest relationship.
But wait, wait, because you look like you still traumatized. Was she locking you up? And then you gonna date
Hey,
somebody that's in the
Mrs.
military?
Officer.
Boy, you
It
like
was
you.
a police officer and it did not work out.
Did those handcuffs do more than
Okay, okay.
It did.
Jim, what you got, man? What's your craziest relationship? What's up? Harold, I see you, bro. I see you. What's your craziest relationship?
I'll plead the fifth.
So wait, you can't you ain't had no crazy relationships, or you just
He
don't?
said he's talking about it.
Okay, you don't want to. Oh, she probably watching.
Yeah,
You probably still in
I
it.
ain't trying. Nah,
Hey, you need deep.
nah. It's just, I don't. Realistically, I'm just gonna be honest. I don't really have any crazy like relationship. If I see 2 crimson flags, I'm like, all right, yeah, it's time.
You out of there.
Yeah, I don't really wait for you to show me something different. But
Okay, I got you. I
so
got
ain't
you.
Nothing crazy.
Okay, B. B, what's your craziest relationship?
Define crazy.
Okay, wild. Okay, wild. Like some that made you feel out of like yo, this ain't what I'm used to. This is some wild crap. Like I ain't never dealt with this before like this.
Oh, no, I ain't have none of that.
You ain't never had no crazy type.
I don't believe that for a minute.
He says I don't believe
Ain't
it.
nobody stalking me.
So nobody stalked you.
Stalk Okay.
Right. Come on. It ain't gotta be Thanksgiving.
This all right. I got something for
It
y'all.
ain't gotta be Thanksgiving. You know.
She's too used to a stalker. So it's not crazy to her.
No. It's just too much hams and it's not Thanksgiving or Christmas. I know these people out here.
No, he stabbed himself. He did a lot of dumb shit.
You was trying to leave, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, he's like, oh, hey, if you leave, I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna do that. That type.
Nah, he just was like, he didn't want me to leave, and that when he did that shit, I hauled ass.
Right, because if he just stab himself, you gotta guess who's next. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, Josh, what's your craziest relationship? Now I know, hey, you my dog, man. So I know you got something.
Nah, why I gotta have something, man? Hey.
Man, I know you got something.
Man, look here, man. What bro say over there, man?
I plead the fifth.
Nah, hey. All right, look. All I'm gonna say is when you young, you dumb. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You don't really,
true.
You feel me? So yeah, that shit kind of crazy back then.
So, but I mean, what did this person do? You ain't got name no names. You ain't gotta say nothing. But what did this person do to like make you feel like, yeah, this crazy? I gotta get up out of here.
Man, my dog gotta think about it.
That mean he done had a couple of
Yeah,
them.
he don't know
He
where to
done-
start.
Right, he like, damn, it was Tisha, Sharonda.
That's what I'm saying.
Tasha, Gina.
When you young, you dumb. You feel me? You don't know how to pick them, so you run into a lot of crazy shit. You feel what I'm saying?
I get you. Shy, you ever had a crazy relationship?
I'm gonna go with I plead the fifth.
Right, cause you trying not to get sucker punched. That's what yeah. You trying to go home in peace tonight.
But nah, I definitely had a few interesting ones because I'd say like you never know a person until like they get to that point and then you really see them for who they are and they show their true colors.
Yeah. All right, but so you don't see none of them red flags before you get deep? No, none of y'all. All y'all saying no.
Wait, hold on, no.
That's why you was in it.
Hold on,
It was too late.
Yeah, wait. Time out though.
There's a red flag.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk. But see, you, if you break it down even further, if you notice, there was 2 particular no's when you asked me particularly the question. There was 2 particular no's because there was one from the short person sitting next to me, and one from the person on the couch. Because they done been there. So I'm not gonna lie. I will admit that my detection flag. Usually I don't really be looking because I'm just always everywhere and always a lot going on. I know it's not an excuse, but I don't pay attention until
You be
then it's
so
too late.
driven that you ain't even paying attention to what's going around.
When I step out looking in, then I'm like, oh dang, yeah, if I would have seen this, that.
I got you.
But yeah, I definitely could say I've had a few interesting relationships that involve kids and not kids. So yeah.
Okay. Next, what's your crazy? I know you got something crazy.
I ain't got nothing crazy.
You ain't got no crazy because you.
My
be beating
craziest
people
relationship would be with a Virgo man. Don't date him.
Up. Why?
Yeah,
Virgo
he set up
man.
like, hold on, wait a second.
What's wrong with the Virgo?
I just felt like I was in a relationship with a woman, complained too much. But this one was, I want to say, I guess getting to the point of being somewhat verbally abusive and possibly physical. But I was gone before. As soon as I seen it, I was gone. He ain't got to worry about
So
me.
he cocked his fist. You was out
Cock
the door.
what fist? Who
Oh,
at? Oh, not me. He ain't cock no fist. But I wasn't gonna stick around to find out if he was. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't argue. I'm a conversation person. So all the voice raising, to me that's crazy. For some people that's normal. For me that's not crazy because I have boundaries. And yeah, I don't play by my boundaries. So I was gone.
Yeah. Hey, that's
I was
the
outta
that's the
there.
right thing to do.
I don't think I'll ever date a crazy man, a Virgo man again, because I couldn't do that. Because they
But
crazy.
see, you can't. Okay.
I'm a Virgo, so I guess it just don't work.
Right.
So what I'm saying, how you gonna do that though?
Because it was a Virgo man. I don't know what was off.
Cause so she telling you that she knows she crazy, and so she know
No,
how
that's not
crazy.
what I said. That is not what I said.
Oh, what happened?
Because the male and the female is completely different. But yeah, I don't argue. I don't deal with disrespect. I don't call nobody out their name. I don't
Yeah.
believe in saying something I have to apologize for. 'Cause
Right
I'm
later.
angry.
Right. I got
If
you.
I say something, I mean it. But I don't do that.
Yeah. No, I
So-
feel you on that. It ain't
And
worth.
I don't do the break up and get back break. No, once it's a break, you're gone. That's it. I have a low tolerance policy.
Wait, Josh got something to say about that, man.
Go
Hand
ahead,
Josh,
Josh,
the
say it
mic.
with your
Josh got a
chest.
rebuttal, man.
Speak on it.
Cause listen, I'm a Virgo man, you feel me? So I gotta defend my Virgos, you feel me?
Right.
But look, everybody ain't the same, man. You can't put every Virgo in the same box.
I
You know what I'm
agree,
saying?
I
Every
agree.
nigga ain't the same. Like people have different backgrounds and different upbringings. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? So leave your heart and your mind open to that. You feel what I'm saying?
Are
Like,
you an August Virgo or September Virgo?
hey, and it's crazy because I was finna ask you that when you was going on with that, but I'm an August Virgo though.
Okay,
You feel
then
me?
I'm gonna give you some grace because this was a September Virgo.
Oh yeah, you.
So I'm gonna give you a little bit of grace.
Nah, it's a lot, boy.
I'm gonna give
Nah,
you
cause-
one time
Stop
pass.
Cause one of my best friends is a August Virgo,
that's Taurus thing,
and she's a motherfucker. She always, I mean, I'm sorry, mom, but she always would. She like other people, how she deal with other people was just so different than how she would deal with me.
So you a special case.
You know, so like, I never got all this, but she a man eater. Like she finna go after, like yo, nah, I'm finna get everything that nigga got. What he got? Like
Yeah,
yo,
so she
you
must
can't
be
do.
August.
Listen, I said no. I said you can't be like that. She don't care, and they just they're straight to the point, which I do appreciate because it's honesty. So it lets you know whether you want to be on the team or not, or whatever the case may be. So for some reason, I'm a Pisces. I always attract Scorpios. I don't know why. I don't know why. It could be because of the nature, because they want to swim. I don't know. But I had a relationship with somebody, and it was a relationship inside a relationship. I already knew, but this was in my younger days, in my mid-20s, early 20s, and I was just like, man, I was crazy over this person, and I knew she had this other guy, and I'm telling her, I'm like, hey, I know I came in and I backdoored him, but I need you to end that relationship with your lifelong sweetheart. I need you to end it.
How did that work out for you?
It didn't end on my terms, and because how I am, I'm a person that I'll sever ties before anything else, and I felt like it was just in a whirlwind, like it was just gonna keep going and going, and we would continue to do the same thing that we have been doing, and I didn't find it good for me. I ain't gonna lie, that shit hurt. You know, it take a lot to walk away from something you really like. You know what I'm saying? You ever been on a car lot shopping for a car and they done set you in the car, took you on test drive and all that stuff, and it feels so good, look good, new car smell, all that, bruh. Hey, had to step away. Had
Oh,
to
here we
step
go
away.
with the night walkers.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, not the night walk.
That was, everything you described.
Oh, the next one. What we getting into? You go ahead next. You pick one out of there.
Let's do number 5.
Number 5. Ooh. Okay. Number 5. What's the craziest life-threatening situation you ever been in? You ask who you want to ask first. You ask who you want to ask.
It's not like we actually had somebody who said they volunteered.
Who that?
Giovanni? Oh, Gio, what you got?
Um,
Gio said he ready.
Yeah, he was
to
ready.
make a long story short,
Can you grab the mic? Grab the mic. No, just grab
to
the
make
mic.
a long story short, I had guns pointed at me in my home. They were looking for someone who resided in my home. It wasn't me. And yeah, that was fun. They knocked on my door at like 4 a.m. with the dogs and everything. It was crazy.
And what was your response to that? Like,
I put my hands up because I didn't want to be shot. I mean, I was sleeping. I was laying in my bed like this.
So you got up out of your bed and put your hands
Oh, I
up?
didn't get up.
Oh.
I'm not getting up for nothing. I was like this. Well, I don't want to get shot. I see what they do to black folks.
And
so
but
I
it
just
was,
did this.
But it was like law enforcement.
Yeah, it was law enforcement.
Okay.
I just wasn't ready for it.
I get how you can be scared though. I mean, I'm that's neither here or there, but I get how
I mean,
you
I was
can be
also
scared
a
on
kid
that.
at the time, so.
Okay. B, you ever been in a life-threatening situation? Like immediate danger? Like what's the craziest situation?
I can't think of nothing.
I thought
You
was
never
about
been
to-
in danger or nothing like that? No, I don't even. I believe you. I believe.
I feel like when they look at her, they just be like, "Yeah, nah, I'm good, bro."
Oh no, I just want to go to sleep. I believe you. I believe you. Jill, you ever been in a life-threatening situation?
I feel like living in Florida is a natural like hazard place in general. So yeah,
Especially with the governor we have. Just want
facts.
to. Yeah.
Let's throw that out there.
But just questionable activities being done and similar to Giovanni over here.
So you got rushed by people.
I didn't get rushed. I just so happened to be at the location.
See, black people, we always just at the location.
Right.
Damn
So
sure
they
wasn't
wasn't like targeting you. They
Hell
wasn't
to the
direct.
nah. I was big chilling. Everybody we were with big chilling. We were just like, oh, that's the big tank. Like, the tank that have like 6 or 7 of them in there. They hop out with the full armor and all of that. Yeah. Nah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, we were just watching. We're just like, all right, cool. Channel 7 News and all.
Damn. So it made news, everything.
Yeah.
Pass the mic. I'm going back that way. What's your craziest life-threatening situation?
I got a few, man, honestly.
Hey,
He be
you ain't
outside.
anyway.
I got a few, honestly.
Surprise us.
It's
What you
like, I got a police story, you know what I'm saying, when I was a
Well, you
teenager.
can't talk about that one.
Give me
When I
another
was a
one.
teenager, same shit. They put the guns to the back of my head,
Yeah.
That was crazy. I done been in gang fights, I got stabbed, I done been in shootouts. So it's been a lot of,
Man.
life-threatening
Yeah, situation.
Yeah, my
I'm
dog be
happy to be
outside.
here, man, for real.
Man, hey, that's a blessing right there.
facts.
Big Josh, I'm spinning it.
A lot of stuff, trust me.
Man, listen, let me tell you something. When people are real humble, this is something that I just noticed from, my perspective of how I see things. When people are humble, they're humble for a reason. Life humbles you. Life humbles you. Things you go through in life, things you deal with, man, life will humble you and you look at things from a totally different perspective. Don't mean you ain't on point. You don't mean you ain't looking. But you just humble in a different, you looking at it from a bird's eye view. So I totally get you, bro. Josh, Big Josh, talk to me.
Man. Just like my boy say though, man. I grew up raised in. Originally, I'm from Bahamas, man. But when I came to the states, I was like 5, 6 years old. So ever since, just Liberty City. You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
man, listen,
48
bro.
territory.
I done almost died a few times, more than a few times. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I really shouldn't even be here. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's
real,
a
real talk.
blessing.
But
It's a blessing.
just to narrow it down to one story, man, I just want to say God is great. You know what I'm saying? And this is just one of many, but like, it really stands out the most because I was real hard headed. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that I was a little different. You know what I'm saying? Because of the way that I moved and how I carried myself. You know what I'm saying? But it was always situations and stuff that happened. You feel me? Like, well, I knew I was supposed to be locked up. You feel what I'm saying? And it didn't go that way. I knew I was supposed to be dead, and it didn't go that way. But this particular night, and it's just me, just you know what I'm saying. When you young, you just be in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, they call it being outside, but shit,
You had
street lights raised me. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to glorify that or anything. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what it was. You feel me? But this particular night, man, it was this was MLK parade and shit. I'm just floating through the city. You know what I'm saying? But one of my best friends, rest in peace, Tonio. Um, I went to his people's on crib. You know what I'm saying? Cause we was all tight. His auntie done crib. They had like a little tiki bar on the porch. You know what I'm saying? I parked my car in front of the crib. It was like a gate. You know what I'm saying? Then you gotta walk through the yard to get to the front porch. You feel me? So like, I never forget, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just as clear as you hear my voice right now. You know what I'm saying? I took probably about like, and shit, it's about 6, 7 people right now that could witness to this story. But I took probably like 5 or 6 steps. You know what I'm saying? I probably got like almost halfway through the yard, and then as clear as you hear my voice right now, though, I promise you, I heard it in my head. It said, "Be still." So I'm like, what the? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck. But I promise you, bruh, it was one of the few times that I thank God that I listened. You feel what I'm saying? Because as soon as I stopped, like, how you play like freeze tag?
Yeah.
But I promise to God, as soon as I stopped, like, I stopped my feet as soon as I heard "Be still" because it was kind of loud. You know what I'm saying? You know how you like, you about to do something you don't supposed to do or whatnot, and then there's like a little subtle voice or whatnot. Nah, bro, this was loud. It was like, "Be still." You feel me? So when I heard that, I stopped in my foot tracks. Bruh, I promise to God, the bullets started flying out. And just like bruh said, you know what I'm saying? It been many times, you done been around them when them things go to letting off, you feel what I'm saying? But bruh, this time here, it was too close.
Yeah.
Like, bruh, it was by my head. And the only thing I could hear was, shoo, shoo, shoo. But it was a gate to the right of me, you know what I'm saying? Like, they neighbors them. And then there was a white SUV, a Suburban, the old school, like a 95, 97 type shit. So I heard the bullets cut in the air first before they hit the gate and the car. You feel what I'm saying? So they was bing, 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 bing. Everybody who was on the porch had ducked down and they opened the door and ran in the crib. I ain't had time to run in the crib because, mind you, I already heard the voice that said, "Be still." You feel what I'm saying? So the whole time, I promised to God, bro. I promised to God, bro. It was like something was shielding me, bro, because the way how the bullets was cutting through the yard, it was cut like I was dead in the middle of it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, mind you, I hear the bullets cut in the wind before it hit the gate in the car. That shit, bing, 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 bing. My cousin still in the car, who I was on sliding with. He ducked down. You feel what I'm saying? Cause like, that shit go to letting off. So when it stopped, you know what I'm saying? When it stopped, I had done rush to the porch. You feel what I'm saying? That's when I had done duck down. But
How it? I mean, how did you feel in that situation? Cause I'm sitting here
shit,
listening.
crazy
I
as
can.
hell. You don't see how that shit got niggas shaky right now, man. Like I'm telling you, bro. Like I know I'm supposed to be here. It's like God Himself came down and like stood in front of them bullets, bro. I promise you, bro. So when everybody came outside the house, they looking at me crazy like I'm a ghost or something. You know what I'm saying? I promise you, bro. Like this, dog, God honest truth, bro. Like 7 people witnesses. You feel what I'm saying? So they looking at me crazy because they know I ain't never make it in the house, and they know how the bullets came out. I was dead in the middle of the yard, standing up. You feel what I'm saying? So they asking me like, "You ain't hit? You straight? You all right?" Cuz asking me the same thing. So I'm like, "Shit, yeah." But all in a while, I know what I heard in my head. You feel what I'm saying? I know I heard "Be
Be
still,"
still.
and that's what made me stop right there in the moment. So we wanted to see where the bullets was coming from, whether somebody was shooting up the house or something had happened. So we had walked 2 blocks around the corner. So we had walked 2 blocks around the corner, and when we walked 2 blocks around the corner, a nigga was stretched out already because that's who was getting hit up. But when we came around the corner, it was an old school Dodge Charger. It was like a 2006, 2007 or something like that Dodge Charger. So the nigga was slumped, like laid outside the car. You feel what I'm saying? Like his midsection, his legs and stuff was still inside the car, but his upper body and stuff was outside the car. But his car, the front of his car and stuff was wet up. So whoever was spraying at him, the bullets was coming that
Coming
way
across
where
your
we
way.
was at to the house.
Man, listen, that's but listen, I don't even.
Hey, God is great, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. And when you live through those certain things, man, I'm jumping in my sleep, and I sit here and I laugh a lot about the stuff, that I went through in the Department of Corrections or whatever. I mean, I thank God for the Department of Corrections because it taught me a lot. But at the same time, like I experienced a lot there, and that situation, bro, it's so common to us that we don't even tap into it. I promise we gonna make it lighter, but I don't want to make light of that because that's something that you went through, and that's something that a lot of us go through, and we gotta live through it all the time. Like you don't know how many Tylenol PMs I gotta take. You don't know what a person could be going through or what they thinking about that they done lived or what they done passed through. So I think like these questions and the way I put them together, I wanted them to be fun, and I also wanted them to be informal. You know what I'm saying? I wanted them to be formidable, like, so where you can get something back from it. Um, God save you, bro. And at the same time, like, you got to understand that. Like, I feel like, and I talked about it before, like, and I'm sure everybody, they don't like to be that personal with their stuff. Everybody done been here, that's here, done been through something that God done saved you from, and you just like, yo, I got a reason to keep going. I got a reason to keep moving. I got a reason to keep, doing what I'm doing. So it's big ups to you. I'm glad you shared that shoot, man. I'm glad you shared it with us, Josh, man. I think it's a blessing that you made it. I think it's a blessing that you're still here. And at the same time, knowing you how I know you, like, bro, you nothing like that. You one of the most humble dudes I know, man. And you never know what a person could be going through. That's why I said it before when you was saying what you had done been through. It be the humble ones. It be the humble ones. When they humble, man, you already know what time it is. You already know what time it is. Did you have something, or you want to go into the next question?
Well, shoot,
You can
I'll say
tell.
something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Little razzle dazzle. So I got two things. So one is leaving a day party up in Fort Lauderdale, and I guess it was a drive-by, broad daylight. So for me, that was where I was in a situation,
Yeah.
and it wasn't meant for me or anything. We was just walking to our
Just
car,
there.
yeah, and they just started spraying. Got home, and my homegirl actually had a bullet lodged in her front light of her car. So that was one. And then the other one, you was there. I don't know if anybody else was there who was sitting on the panel.
I done been in a lot of them.
Like,
This
yo,
was the pool party.
I done been outside.
The pool party. GV pool party.
Yeah.
So to me, I always say that was the most,
Shout out to D
Epic.
Whitehead. Shout out to my
that was
boy.
the most epic day of my life.
Yeah.
Okay? It literally, you went through every single emotion. Somebody jumped in the pool, never came back up, and you gotta understand, everybody drunk, everybody partying, people smoking, like, it's just lit. And
Yeah.
somebody jump in, literally just got there, jump in, didn't come back up, they end up dragging his body out, they doing CPR, like people crying, and it was just a lot going on.
Yeah.
A lot going on. End up getting airlifted from the pool party,
Yeah.
and literally, like, I want to say 30 minutes to an hour, that pool party was back like nothing had happened. So for me,
And it was crazy.
no, but
No, it was.
that's
no,
why
it was,
that's why I say it's the most epic day. But to me, that's crazy.
No, it was.
That is crazy.
I would have left. I couldn't stay.
No, like because you got to.
My thing is, you gotta understand, if you was already under the influence and this
Yeah.
happened, it's like, no.
No,
But
you not you.
It's
when
something
you never
happening. I'm getting
understand,
sober.
when you don't really understand what's like going on or in that situation, and cause I was there, and like she said, all of us we was under influence, and a good friend of ours, he came in. We party hard. We party hard, and he just had got there, jumped in the pool, broke his spine, everything, paralyzed, all of that, airlifted away, and but because you're not realizing what's really going on in the moment. We all stop. We see what's going on, but the party didn't stop. And to be honest, like, I gotta be real with everybody. Yo, because something happened to you, life don't stop. The party don't stop.
Yeah.
The work don't stop. And it's crazy because it sounds inhumane, or it sounds like, oh, there's no sympathy there, but you have to understand it. You have to understand it. I talked, like, in some of my first episodes about, my third motorcycle accident where I was messed up, broken ribs, everything, jacked up. Like, people, some people knew, some people didn't know, but I had to watch life go on. I couldn't even sleep in my bed. I had to lay upright. I had to watch life go on. Life was going on for everybody else. Everybody else was still partying. Everybody else was still having fun. Everybody else was
but
still
not
doing their
while
thing.
it was happening.
Not while
And,
it was happening.
everybody's, stopped till, airlift and, everything happened. But, like, literally, and my thing is, I want to blame the fact that we was already so lit,
Yeah.
the reason why we was able mentally to just go back. But till this day, that person's still in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
One,
Nah,
I took
he walking a little bit.
I
now.
took
He
the
did a
last
little-
video with him before he jumped in.
Yeah.
So I have literally the last video with him when he could still walk. He can't walk no more, you know what I'm saying? And that used to be my gym buddy when we used to go to the gym.
Yeah.
That was my gym partner. So it's just
Yeah.
crazy how, like I said, for me it was an epic day. I can't even call it crazy. It was epic.
It's a life-changing.
It was literally the emotional roller coaster I went through that day.
Now,
What
Insane.
about a situation that recently happened that we had almost got into a situation too?
what's that?
If it
Go
wasn't-
ahead.
If it wasn't for her kind of like talking down that situation,
Oh Lord,
Yeah,
Jesus.
you gotta know how to. Hey, see, they teach you how to de-escalate.
it could have got
Let me
ugly.
tell
You
you
know what
how.
I'm saying?
Let me tell you how I was gonna
'Cause she
get
was
shot
right in the
both
middle
sides.
of me
I'm gonna
and Jules,
be
you
standing
know
in the middle of
what
two guns.
So,
Man, I
for,
think.
for
That was
parking.
recent.
Just trying to get out of
No,
parking
I
space.
think de-escalation is everything. I know this was a deep one. I'm gonna end it on this because it's like a little funny, but it's still serious. So when I don't know, she probably, when we was going through the academy at Miami-Dade, they allowed us to go out and get our own lunch. They stopped doing that, after that happened. And we went to, because Miami-Dade is right there on 119. So we basically in the heart of Opelika. almost between Opelika and Liberty City, and we had to wear our actual corrections uniforms, and it was a Subway that was in a Valero gas station right there on 27th and like 135th. Yeah, okay. So we used to always go to that Subway, to get our food or whatever, but we will be in uniform, and we go to this Subway. And we in there now. I'm from the street, so I know what street looked like. And so I see this nigga, he just looking at us. He can't stop looking at us. And I'm like, and it's at least about a good 15 of us in there all waiting for our food. And he's like, oh, y'all COs, ain't you? And nobody says nothing to him. And so he sees that we ignore him. He walks out to the car. I'm like, yo, I tell my dog Galindo, I say, Galindo, we got to get out of here, because this is not it's not finna end good. I can already tell. He goes to the car. He walks back inside. He was like, yeah, y'all some pussy ass COs. Y'all some bitch ass COs, ain't y'all? I'm sitting down at the little table in front of just waiting on my food. And he was like, yeah, I bet now one of y'all can't write me no DR. You can't write me no CC right now, nigga. He's snapping on us. And so one of the females, females is always bold. She was like, we ain't got time for that. She started talking shit to him. So the nigga pull out the gun. And I'm looking at the gun. I'm like, okay, this is a 40. I know it got at least 16. He probably got one in the head. I'm trying to think of where I can dive, how I can dive. And so while I'm looking, he's got the gun across my face. He's pointing at her at this point. But it's still across my face. So I'm thinking quick on my toes. I say, man, he was like, yeah, I was in Everglades CI, and y'all was in there treating a nigga like a dog, and this and that and the third, and so he named the prison. And so I looked at him, I said, man, I ain't never even worked at Everglades CI. I said, bro, we did nothing to you. Like, we just trying to get our food and get up out of here. I said, man, we respect. He's like, nah, I get that, but we human too. We people too. And he was snapping. I said, man, but listen, you can't take that out on us. And I'm literally looking, counting, because I'm thinking he finna snap any minute and just shoot. And he put his gun up, walked back to the car, and a goddamn Geo was like, we gotta get his tag. We gotta get his tag number. And he goes and try to get his tag number. This dude bags out and like literally aims at the store, but by that time, somebody had already called the police. So it was like just by that little hint, but I laugh about it now, but that was one of the close situations. And it's just being guilty by just wearing a uniform. And people talk trash about it like, I don't care about being a CO. Like, I feel like it was something that trained me. Shit, I was raised by inmates. Inmates taught me, I started working in there when I was 20 years old. Inmates taught me half of everything I know on how to deal with people, how to peep stuff, how to pay attention to things. So I added to, you know what I'm saying, life's learnings. Let's go to the next one. I want this one to be real fun. Where's the craziest or most outlandish place you ever had sex?
I'm partaking those activities.
Huh?
Really?
Yeah.
I don't have a crazy place.
You ain't never did it in the car, Gio?
No.
What about
vanilla.
in the parking lot?
He's vanilla.
Yeah, but we never. The Nightwalker was vanilla with me, but that's.
He said that's a story for another
You
day.
gotta get the people what they want.
Right.
Yeah.
You gotta tell us something, Gio.
I don't have a crazy place, but I have a crazy situation. So I'll
Okay.
go with that. So she gave me brain with ice cubes, so she gave me that brain freeze, and then I smashed.
He got that 7-Eleven. That nigga got a
Not the brain freeze.
But wait. So I think I heard this. Don't the ice make you?
That one, no.
Nah, it does not.
It holds it.
I could attest to that. It does not.
Holds the blood still, if you will.
That freezes the blood.
Listen, you niggas are.
Hey, Bree said it frees the blood vessels. I don't think you heard her.
What is that? Who?
It holds the blood still.
I don't know nothing about ice and penises. I have no, I have no expertise on that.
That messed
I don't.
up.
I don't like.
got
I don't have any crazy. The craziest the shower, or the beach. Like
Yeah, that ain't too crazy.
That's when, like,
man.
the
You know,
situation I can describe
every,
is like-
the only thing crazy is the sand in your ass after. What you got?
See,
You
I
got
didn't have
something
that 'cause
crazy?
I had a towel.
Hey, listen, I attest to that. I don't like sand on my crack. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry. I can't.
Anybody else got a crazy sexual experience? B, I know you real conservative. You ain't.
24, like ain't nothing crazy no more.
It's like, yo, it's a regular Tuesday, you
Yeah.
know,
What
Friday,
you said?
whatever.
You agree with him? Yeah. Ain't nothing crazy no more. So I mean, so what's something that was like you was like, okay, dang, this something like.
Let me see the pool, you know,
no.
but I'm saying like when you young,
Gonna be like, oh, he done did that.
when you young though, like you know.
I got
like,
a real crazy story. Thank God my wife ain't out here.
yeah, right. She can watch rewatch your podcast later.
She'll hear by later. That means she beat me up later. It don't matter. So, the craziest place, I was on Carnival Cruise, and y'all know about the Lido deck. The Lido deck is like the top deck where they have all the parties and stuff at.
Yeah, you walk that thing at night, you gonna see some stuff.
Man, you on the Lido deck at night?
You
Listen,
walking at night, you gonna
I was
see
on the
some
Lido
stuff.
deck, and keep in mind, don't y'all be judging me. This is way before my wife. On the Lido deck, I met this person, and she kind of looked like what's that chick that used to be on Black Ink? I had met her because when you go on cruises, you meet the locks, but she was red skinned. Duchess. She looked just like Duchess. And so the whole time on a cruise, I didn't even know her real name. I just called her Duchess. I called her Duchess. It started on the Lido deck. We was like, man, we gotta get out of here. We got on the elevator. Nope, it's late night. I'm on the elevator. It was like a little open door where they be packing all the stuff in the back for the caterers. We in the back catering area. It was the craziest experience I ever had. Wasn't ready for it. Wasn't even anticipating. That's how the life works sometimes, bro. That's how life, but it's spontaneous. To all you young people, live life. Live life.
All you young people. They listen. They live a little too much life. They be out there crashing out. Like yeah, they
Not
live
that
a little
type
too.
of life.
Yeah,
Don't-
you can't. You gotta specify. You can't just say
don't
live life.
live life like a cat. You ain't got 9 of them. Don't live life like that. But if you travel more and experience like that's true. Cause most of these young people don't want to work. Most of these young people don't want to work. But I feel like that was one of my craziest experiences. What you think? Who said that? What you got? What you seen?
The one on one.
Oh,
And I'm done with y'all, man. It's alright though.
horrible.
It's okay. It's alright. It's
So
alright.
we did. What's the crazy? Okay, we didn't do this one. What's the craziest thing you ever done for money?
Do a little something strange for a piece of change.
Right. I'm trying to see what that be like. What's the craziest thing you ever done for money?
Yo, the faces that we getting right now is crazy.
What's the faces that we get? Y'all ain't never did nothing crazy for money? Y'all ain't never did.
I help other people get money, but I don't be doing nothing crazy. I'm good. Ain't that
I get
serious.
mine off first. I was like 18, 19, and this cat that I was working with, I was working for his brother, and he was like, Chop, I just need you to drive me to the mall. Drive me to the mall, I'm gonna break you off and I'm gonna give you some money. I'm like, okay. I'm like, cool. I'm a church boy, by the way. So I'm like, okay, what's up? I take him to Broward Mall. This nigga in there buying everything. I'm like, what the hell? He in there buying everything. And he's like, hey, you want them shoes? Get them. I'm like, okay. Get them. I'm like, after we get, and I'm looking at my bags, I'm looking at his bags. I'm like, what the hell? How you pay for all this? I ain't pay for it. Somebody else did. I said, what? I couldn't believe it. But I did it for money because I still wore that shit after the fact. I'm gonna be honest, I still wore it.
I mean,
But
somebody paid for it already. It's too late.
Yeah,
at that point.
like, yo.
What you gonna do? Return it?
You got a
Like,
receipt.
Hey, you gonna return it and be like,
Gio,
oh, see, it's you with the car.
Gio, somebody didn't pay for it on purpose.
That went over my head too.
It's okay, babe. It's okay.
I'll say the craziest thing I did for money is sell chips and juice in high school.
That's not crazy though.
Look, you was out here risking it. You go to CSI. I was an honor roll student. I was a good girl. What you mean?
Well, you
I
were
was
selling
like,
that. You were selling that Northern.
Yeah.
Hey, you know who used to do that too?
Class.
Spac. Shout out, Pretty Ricky. 1-4 for Pretty Ricky.
I was out here risking
Spac.
it all.
Spectacular was, man. This man had, and he probably one of the reasons why I gained so much weight, because he always had honey buns, Snickers, M&Ms, everything. It ain't. That's a hustle. That's a real life hustle right there. That's a real life hustle.
My son is literally doing that right now in school, low key.
Man, ain't
I
nothing
know
wrong.
you killing it now. 'Cause, you know, them chips expensive now. Ain't no.
Yeah. I don't think you can get it like how you used to get it like that. So I'll end it with, because you know I'll be trying to wrap up. I don't want us to go too long. Like, let's jump into a crazy just life experience. It ain't gotta be too deep.
I got one for you because I didn't get to technically go earlier when we
Okay.
were talking about situations. And I can laugh about it now and suck at my little brother, but I'm not gonna lie, we did clown him for like a little bit. But basically what happened was, this was back when you used to get they would throw the book at you for weed. And honestly, thinking about the situation, one, you never want to get recognized by a cop.
Yeah.
So when a second cop pulled up too, because we got pulled over. Mind you, again, this is why I said earlier about being a dreadhead in a car with colors, because it's a whole car full of every color in the rainbow we all had. I had purple, one dude had gray. We colored dudes, a bunch of black dudes, in a car. Mind you, the cop that came, the second one that came, he knew me because our next door neighbors were always, they black and Hispanic, so it was just already tussle every day. But he seen me and looked in the car and was like, Fisher? I was like, oh nah, bro. Like, you call me my whole last name, like, and all I'm thinking is, don't tell my parents, like, you already know where I live. I literally got pulled over a light away. I wasn't driving, and I never told my parents, so I completely forgot about it. My first time dealing with the court system, so I missed my court date. And then when you live in Pines, apparently the cops over there are bored, have nothing else better to do. So 2 days later, they was at my door.
With a warrant.
Well, they didn't say anything, because remember, again, I didn't answer the door. I was asleep. My little brother answered the door, and they're like, "Oh, hey, is Rashad home?" He's like, "Oh yeah, hold on 1 second," And mind you, this is a lot younger. So
Yeah,
that's
I
what I
know
say.
you're the brother.
Yeah, it's a lot younger back then. And because my mom was literally down the street, like when I tell you she down the street, 5 minutes away, she would answer the door. She already knew what's up. Like, yeah, nah, he ain't here. What's up? How can I help you? My little brother answered the door. Is like, yeah, he's over here. Let me help you. I come to the door. Mind you, he never told me who was at the door. He just said, yo, Shot, somebody at the door for you. Now, if he would have said, hey, Shot, 12 at the door or something, I'd have been like, yeah, go call mom real quick, But I opened the door, and then homie hit me with the, hey, yeah, I need you to come step outside real quick.
It's too
It
late
was
now.
They took you into custody?
It's too late now. They
Yeah, it was a
them.
warrant. Yeah, you see me, and then I stepped foot outside the house. Like, you could do all that rah-rah and all that talking outside of my house, but as soon as I stepped foot outside, yeah, it was over. And, yeah, I mean, I only stayed, inside for like a day, and honestly, I spent more time in holding than actually in my cell. Literally, by the time I actually got to the cell and put my itchy blanket on, it was already like, hey, it's time to go.
Man,
But, yeah.
that's crazy. I'm
That happened to me.
You said that happened to you?
It almost happened to me.
What was your
I
story?
was staying in Pines and
Yep, see, told you, Pines.
I
Pines.
had just pulled up. I had just parked, and I seen the police at the door. So I'm sitting in the car on the phone, like, I don't know. I'm thinking my roommate probably arguing with her boyfriend. Now the police here. So I sat in my car literally until they left. And then when I went, they was like, "Oh, they was looking for you." It was for a ticket. And I'm just like, I was never driving. So we was at a gas station. I was sitting in the passenger side. The cops checked our ID. My license was suspended. So they tried to get me for driving. But I'm in the passenger side when they pull up. And my friend is actually in the store.
So, like, 'cause
So
you was in
they
the car by
they
yourself.
was like, we're not gonna give you a ticket, but they gave me a ticket and never gave me a ticket.
So what they do
So
is,
the court date roll around. I
Yeah.
didn't show up. So
I'm gonna tell you what that is.
but I literally was sitting in the passenger, like I passed them my ID
So-
through the passenger door.
What they do is they have it's a law called a notice to appear. So even though they don't even have to tell you this, but they can put in the system, it's a notice to appear, but it's like you're being arrested.
That's crazy.
That's exactly what happened to me.
It's an arrest without being arrested, and it's a notice to appear in court. Now, a lot of us don't know about that, and it goes on our record, and it goes on. You know how long I fought to get a notice to appear off my record?
I didn't have to do all that. They just threw it out when I went in because I literally told the judge I wasn't
imagine
driving,
it thrown out.
and they threw it out. That was it.
It depends on your situation, honestly, because
Yeah.
I know some people they've struggled to get stuff off their record, and other people they
And
literally
because that
walked
was
in.
traffic, and you deal with different courts. Mine was assault, so it was a little bit different. But you know, it depends on like what it is, and if they're not able to obtain you or to get you in that manner, just like if his brother would have told him, "Oh,
Not here.
he's not here," they would have still put in that notice to appear. They would have still put it in. Hey man, I think it was a dope conversation tonight. Wait, you got something?
No, I was just gonna say a little story too. So
Yeah,
they got
man,
they-
go ahead,
Hey,
jump
God,
on. We
hey,
got
man,
time.
my dog be
They got
outside
they
with the
police
stories.
story.
Yeah, we got time.
I'm gonna give a police. I got a lot of stories, but I'm gonna just give a police story. It's kind of like what made me really like slow down.
Mm-hmm.
This was I think after Trayvon Martin got killed. Me and one of my friends, we was planning to do some things, and we was talking about it via social media. But what we end up doing was that we just end up doing a protest instead of some of the other stuff that we wanted to do. We got a bunch of people. We was right there on 183rd and 27th by Caramart.
Okay.
But when we got there, the feds was there, not regular police. You know what I'm saying? The feds was there. And they called me and my homeboy by name. Mind you, we don't even know who they are like that.
Yeah.
But then they called our name, and then they took us to the side, and they was reading our whole chat, our inbox, and me and him talking what we was gonna do the day we was gonna do it. So they wanted to come and meet us and tell us don't do that shit because we watching y'all.
Yeah. Man.
And they was like, since y'all doing the protest, we could work together and try to figure something out.
I think that's dope though.
Yeah,
That was-
I,
yeah.
ain't gonna- I ain't mad at that.
That
bro.
was good on the officers. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that though.
Everybody got in trouble.
Because at the end of the day, like, you know what I'm saying, they could have been green, they could have let y'all do whatever it was y'all was gonna do, and you know what I'm saying?
Wait for y'all to do something y'all ain't got no business doing.
Yeah.
Take y'all in. Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that at all though. I mean, I think a lot of times we gotta be, we gotta be understanding. Like I look at certain things, like even from my kids' point of view, because now I'm, one more year I have a teenager. Well, I have a teenager already. My daughter, she's crucial. Girls is the toughest. I used to think the boys were the toughest, but you just got to talk to them more. But girls are the hardest because girls try to keep you in check on top of keeping them in check. But I think that when you've been through some things and you want to stop, like, kids or, other people that you may know, because, like, I mean, I have nonprofits. I have different things that I do, and I think it's important that we all do that type of stuff. But them cops could have just ruined your whole life right there in that moment. They could have ruined your whole life. Man.
That man said I already be in my inbox somewhere.
I had the before you remember what a 9- what is it 9-17 what was lewd and lascivious? Lewd and lascivious was a 9-
Oh, this man gonna start talking about.
no, I'm trying to, because
codes.
we used to get these we went by
Religiously.
codes and stuff, and so I had this female colonel. She was of the LBGT, the alphabets.
The alphabet.
And and we were cracking down because in the female prison, when I worked in the female prison, it was, if I asked you what was the most contraband you think I found in there, I'm probably sure a lot of y'all would get it wrong. What you think it was, most contraband?
Sex toys would be my guess.
Only you, Gio.
I wouldn't have said sex toys. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie. I would have definitely said like, cause I didn't. But with my wife, you know, we be watching a lot of interesting shows, so I would have probably been like sex toys, some
Man,
drugs.
them females had dildos hid in the ceiling. They was making dildos out of medical gloves and wet
I
toilet
mean, the
paper.
dudes be doing the same thing.
Right. So, and we were trying to round up. We was trying to lock down on it, and she was like, "They in prison. What you think they gonna do?" She wouldn't allow us to write them up or anything like that because it was just understanding, like, you know what I'm saying, the person, they human. They human. And then it's also understanding that. Right, because you know how it is in the mail. Man, listen, you know how many times I got called? Them niggas jump out the shower in the middle of the hallway. Her dorm I had to respond to was like at least 3 of them. I had to be over there every day locking niggas out. Cause they in there, they jumping out the shower. We used to call it shotgunning. Jumping out the shower in the middle of the hallway, going blazing.
Crazy.
You ain't come to work with Krispy Kreme, but you left.
Dang, not the crispy.
I'm gonna wrap it up on that though, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all coming through like always. I think it was a dope conversation, man. The craziest. There's a lot of other crazy conversations we can have. If you like what we was talking about, man, y'all subscribe, y'all, like, love, share, get it out there, and we gonna be back next week with it. I think I'm bringing out some Wildcats next week, man. I got a group of older ladies that they target young men. I don't know if I should say it like that, but
Yeah,
y'all lay around for it. All right, deuces.
Thank y'all.
Man.